So as we get started today, this video is divided into chapters. If you want to skip at any point, just look at the sliding bar underneath the plating window and you can see the chapters to skip ahead. Welcome back to the Crochet Chronicles, my friends over at yarnspirations.com. Today we are going to do the quick and cozy crochet shawl. So this is using a brand new yarn and it is called Red Heart Super Saver Brushed. And it has a bit of haloing to it and it looks like it's been brushed. So it's actually really cozy. It's almost like for home caving in that sense that you just want to make your space a comfortable space and actually be able to wear this at home or wear it out just to keep yourself a little bit extra warm. 4 balls is needed in order to complete this with a 5.5mm size eye crochet hook. And once we get started on this pattern, you'll notice that it actually is just a very easy to repeat pattern, and that's all we're going to be doing today. So let's get started and we're going to start off with the point and then get ourselves bigger, and let's begin. So let's begin our journey. This feels really nice in the hands, by the way. It doesn't feel like typical Super Saver, and I really like it just for that alone. So what we have is we're going to start off with the slip knot. This is an easy level project and you just have to chain 2. So 1 and 2. So that's your beginning chain. Let's move on to row number 1. So this is the very center of the shawl itself, and so second chain from the hook, just turn it and get the back hump of the chain. So just turn it 1, 2 and turn it to the back, and in the back here what you want to do is that you want to put in 3 single crochets. So second chain from the hook, so 3 single crochets, so 1, 2 and 3, and then chain 2 will create a point of the shawl and then back into that same spot for 3 more single crochets. So we have 1, 2 and 3. You can pull on this to tighten it up, and now that's what it looks like. So let's turn our work and do row number 2. So rows number 2 through 4 is the repeat pattern for this whole thing until we get to the very last one, which I'll talk about when we get there. So row number 2 is just chain up 1, and you're just gonna do a single crochet in each of the stitches to the point of the corner. So you're just going to start with the very first one. So we have 1 and next one and next one. So there's 3, and then you have that corner point, right, the corner. So in the number 2, row 2, it's going to be a single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet, and then starting immediately after the corner you have the last stitches to go to the other side. So you will notice, if you're familiar with triangle shawls, that there's no increase on the starting edge or the finishing edge on row number 2. Let's turn and work and do row number 3. So row number 3 does have the increase on the first side and the last, and that's what we're going to start with. So to start the row you're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and that's considered a double treble. So a treble is wrapping the hook twice, double treble is wrapping the hook 3 times. So wrap the hook 3 times, and coming into the same one where this is coming out of, you have to apply 2 more double trebles there. So you pull through 2, 2, 2 and 2 all the way up. So it's a very long stretching stitch. Do that again. So wrap 3 times and then into the same stitch, and then pull through 2, 2, 2 and 2. Now we're gonna continue now to the point. So every stitch now to the point is going to be a double treble. So you wrap 3 times. So you're going to notice this is gonna grow very, very fast in size because of the length of these stitches. So you're not hearing me worrying about counting. I don't need to. You just look for the stitches, and in person I can see the stitches pretty clearly even with the brushed look yarn. Now once you get to the end of there to the point, in the point, this is what we're going to do, is that there's gonna be 3 double trebles, chain 2, 3 double trebles in this point. So you're gonna start with 3 of them first. So we have the first one going in, and then put it in again, another double treble, and then finally another one, and then we're gonna turn the point. So to turn the point on row number 3 is just chain 2, and in the same one of the point 3 more double trebles. This yarn feels really nice in the hands. I'm actually surprised. So once you get your 3 in there, the corner is then complete, or the point if you want to call it the point. And now working down, so you're gonna work down and the very last one will have 3 double trebles in it. So just starting on the first one after the point and keep on double trebling. And this is the last one. So in the last one you'll put in 3 double trebles in before calling it quits. The row, I mean. Okay, so that's it. So that's row number 3. You're gonna turn your work, and let's do row number 4. In row number 4 there is an increase on the very first stitch and the last stitch. So when you chain 1, you'll put in 2 single crochets in the very first stitch. So 1 and 2, and then you'll put in a single crochet in each of the stitches all the way to the corner. So this helps stabilize those very long stitches to keep them really nicely lined up. I come into the last one before the corner, so the corner is very obvious when you're using these larger stitches. So in the corner on row 4 is 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and then coming down the other side. So you're just gonna go all the way to the other side here, and the very last stitch will have 2 single crochets in it. So the last stitch is the chain 5 if you recall. So make sure you don't forget that. So it's the chain 5, so go right in the chain and put in 2 single crochets. Go into a stitch, not to a space, or it'll be really open on you. And that was the end of the repeat. So that was rows number 1 through 4. So you're going to repeat now 2 through 4 a total of 14 more times, or whenever you're satisfied. So you're just gonna turn your work and then start rows number 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then when you're satisfied with it, then you're gonna do the final row. So in the final row, it's row number 47. Let's check out what we're going to do. So row number 47 can be done after any row number 4, and so you're just gonna repeat your 2, 3, and 4 until you're satisfied. So row number 47, you're just gonna chain up 1, and you'll put in 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way to the point. And in the point this time you're not gonna create any more spaces, so you just put in 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. So that that solidifies basically the corner so that it'll be solid, and then continuing down the other side, 1 single crochet in each of the stitches to the end. So I'm coming up to the end, and this is where I'm gonna stop for today. But I wanna show you how to fasten in your yarn. So if you want to hide in your loose ends, you can trim your yarn wherever you are, and you're just going to feed it through to lock it, and you'll do this with any tails that you'll have. I find that weaving the yarn in back and forth with a crochet hook is not good enough. You want to use a tapestry needle so it never falls out, and then just gliding it up underneath the stitch work. So don't mess with the edge. Just pull through, and don't change the shape by pulling it too tight. So go once and a slightly different path in the opposite direction. Wow, this yarn is like butter. It's really nice. And back a third time. Wow, that was great. I almost need a cigarette. So what we have here is that you want to do that with any of your tail ends that you have, and then there's a tassel. So let's talk about that. We do have videos available for making tassels if you wish to learn how to do that, if it's not clear enough in the pattern itself. So as we look back at the pattern, by the way I don't smoke, that not that that's a bad thing, but I'm just letting you know. So to make the tassel you make 3, so you're gonna put them on the points. So there's 3 points of your shawl, and so you wrap the yarn around the cardboard. It's a 5-inch cardboard. Wrap it 30 times and then tie to do that if you wish, or you can use a tassel maker. Those are pretty fun to use too, and I find that they're a little more prettier, but that's up to you on how you want to do that. So the tassels kind of do the finishing, and you can decide what's gonna work for you, and that's it for today. So it's Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd, our friends over at yarnspirations.com. Have a good one. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye now.